I don't know about you, but I like the idea of my money working for me while I'm asleep. Hello and welcome back to Organize with Adiola. My name is Adiola Masako, and on my channel I talk about how to organize your homes, I review products, and I also talk about things that could put money back into your pocket. And in today's video I am going to be talking about how to generate passive income using watermine. If you don't know what watermine is and you want to know how it works, and you also want to know how you can generate some passive income while using watermine, then stay tuned and let's get right into it. First of all, let's talk about disclaimer. I am not a financial expert. I am not a tax expert. I've done my own diligence and I'm sharing my experiences with you. So I would encourage you to also do your own due diligence. Do as much research as you're comfortable with, and don't put anything on this platform that you're not willing to lose, just like with any other investments anyway. Now, before I can explain to you what watermine is, I'm going to have to give you a crash course on cryptocurrency. And this is notes that my husband's written down for me, so I don't mess it up. So I'm just going to read it out for you and hopefully make some sense for you. So there is a blockchain which is like a bank ledger, and transactions stored in this ledger are mined. When it comes to watermine, this is where they come into place. They have miners who earn Bitcoin by verifying blocks of transactions. So they are doing this at a large scale using coins invested. So by me or any other person who is doing that on their platform, and they share the returns with me and you, which I think is quite cool. Let's get into the computer and have a look. This is watermine, and you do want to use my link below because it's a referral program, so you want to use my link at the descriptions below. And once you click on it, this is what you are going to see. You would see watermine is the most advanced technology, and the servers are actually based in London. So you can either go here and register now, and it will take you 1 minute to do that. But before you go into that, let me just show you the plan and what you can do to earn some passive income. So first of all, the first plan is called the starter plan, whereby you can invest a Bitcoin worth of $10, and basically you would be getting 20p a day. At the end of 1 week you would get $1.40, and at the end of 1 month you would have $6. At the end of 3 months you would have $18. So that's a basic starter if you just wanted to know if this is actually what's going to work for you, if it's new, or if you're comfortable with it and you want to know what it's really about, what the process is about. You can take that option. The second option is called advanced option, whereby you'll get a daily return of 2.2%. The first one was 2%, the second one here, advanced, is 2.2% daily return, which means that if you've invested £200, anything above £10 to £100, you would be getting £2.20. Excuse my pounds and dollars. I'm in the UK, so I'm used to saying pounds all the time. And in 1 week you would have $15.40. By the end of 1 month it would be $66, and then at 3 months you would have earned $198. So you don't have to put 100. You can, for example, change this up and put it to 400, for example. 400. So if you wanted to know, for example, if I didn't want to put 100, just wanted to start with $400, that means you will be on $8.80 a day, which is 2.2%. And by the end of 3 months you would have had 792. So let's go down to the premium. So premium is if you'd put anything from $1,000, you would be on $24 a day. At the end of 3 months you would have 2,160. Yet again, you can put more than that. You can put $2,000 on there. The figures will change for you. You can see that you're on a 2.4 daily return. That will give you $48 a day. At the end of 3 months you will have $4,320. And then last one, which is the golden plan, that gives you 2.6 daily return. So the minimum for here is 2,500, which will give you $66 every day. At the end of the week, you would have $455, and at the end of 3 months, you would have $5,850. Like I keep saying here, you really have to have an investment mind. You can't go in with, I'm just going to look at the figures and play around with the figures. You really have to go in with an investment mind in terms of what are you comfortable with, and what is it that if you put in here, if you lose it, the world's not going to come to an end. You will still be able to eat, or you will still be able to feed your family. So let me put 5,500 for example. You know, that 12,000 seems like a lot of money within 3 months, but if you can't afford to do that, just stick with your budget. How much would you normally invest that is comfortable for your pocket and for your family is what you want to do here. We know watermine works because I'm going to show you in a little bit how I've been using it for the past couple of weeks and how it's working for me. So we know it works. We're just going to say, just trade with a very good investment mind. So what it says, registered, I'm going to log in. Let me check the voice out. So this is my dashboard. This is what I have been up to. I started on the 20th of March, which is a couple of weeks ago, and I've been able to cash out $2,000 so far. I am on 856 at the moment. That's because I've invested so far $3,523. So my returns are between 2.4 and 2.6. So you're probably asking, so how does this work? How do I get my money in here? How do I get Bitcoin? So first of all, what you need to do is buy some Bitcoin. But before you buy Bitcoin, you want to come here and say make a deposit. Have a look at the plans I mentioned earlier and see which one do you want to go for. So say for example you wanted to just try like $100 contract, which is 2.2 daily. What you would do is select this plan, and when it says amount spent, you would put $100 here. You wouldn't have this because you wouldn't have anything in your balance, so you wouldn't have this. You wouldn't have Bitcoin or Ethereum. That's because I've invested in Bitcoin and Ethereum. Either me or someone in my team has done that, so we'll leave that. And then you go into Bitcoin, select Bitcoin, whichever crypto coin you wanted to go in. Bitcoin is what I'm more comfortable at the moment, but you can go with any of the other ones on here, and then click on spend. Once you click on spend, it will generate for you an address where you want to direct your Bitcoin once you put your Bitcoin, and also how much of Bitcoin you would need to be able to invest this $100 worth of Bitcoin. So what you would then do, you will go into Binance or Coinbase, whichever one you are using, or if you haven't used any of the ones before. I would also link my Binance referral at the description for you. So go into login to Binance. It's it's going to tell you to generate a code. I've got some Bitcoin on my wallet already, so this is where you come to your wallet and purchase some Bitcoin. I've got some worth of $1,026 worth of Bitcoin, fair enough, which is what I withdraw from Watermine, and I can sell it at any time and put it back into my account. So what you want to do is go to withdrawal. Once you've already purchased your Bitcoin, you go to withdrawal. Make sure you're on crypto, make sure Bitcoin, and this is where you're going to put that address. Remember that address we had here? So this address is very, very important. You have to make sure that it's exactly what it is on here. Copy it, and the best way to know that you've copied the right address is to look at the first 3 numbers and the last 3 digits that are on there, just to make sure that you've got the right thing. And what you want to do is go to Bitcoin here, to choose the third one and choose the amount you want to purchase. So you can either go for max. If I click on max, it's going to take everything I've got on my Bitcoin and reinvest it. It's going to know that it's going to put it into watermine because you've given it the address. It's going to know that you want to generate Bitcoin because you've chosen this as your Bitcoin. You've got the address here, you've got the Bitcoin here, you've got the amount of Bitcoin you want to invest, and they're going to charge you some transaction fee in Bitcoin, which is 0.005. If I click on submit, then it's going to process this transaction, and I would get an email from Watermine saying, yes, we've received your transaction, or we've received your Bitcoin worth of so amount of money, which should generally be about within this 100, and they would start my plan. Your plan starts exactly at that particular point in time. If it's 6 a.m., that means next day you will be getting 2.2% dollars of your £100, and that will be every day until 3 months time when your contract finishes. You can withdraw daily if you want. You don't have to wait to when your contract finishes. You can decide that actually I want to take out my money daily, weekly, or monthly. If you've liked anything I've mentioned so far, go ahead and give us the like button, and if you haven't subscribed already, go ahead and subscribe, and also click the bell right next to it. It means when I bring out a new video like this, you will get notified for it. If you would like to withdraw your Bitcoin so you can turn it back into cash, what you need to do is go to withdraw here, and you would have the options here. So it would show you what you have available. For me, I've got Bitcoin available here worth of $731, and I've got Ethereum here worth of $124.78. So what you need to make sure is you would have gone to edit, which is in your setting here, to change and put in your withdrawal address. This is where you need to go back to Binance, and you go to deposit. Once you deposit here, it would bring up the address Bitcoin, and just look here, it says send only Bitcoin to this deposit address. So when you are in Watermine, you can't use it for any of the other crypto coins basically, so you can only use it for this Bitcoin address unless you're going to lose your coin. So don't do that. Make sure you have the right address on there. As you can see, is exactly what you can see on there is what I've got exactly on my Binance. So this is where my Bitcoin will go to, and this is what we call mining. This transaction is also mining anyway. So what you would do is put in the amount of money you want to withdraw. So I just wanted to do 100. I will put it in there and click on request. Anything below $3,000 would be processed instantly. If it's more than $2,000, then it would take up to 24 hours. But most people have said it's taking a lot less than that. But just to be on the safe side, just give yourself 24 hours to take that money out. So that's pretty much it when it comes to water mining. You select which plan you want to go for, and then you buy some Bitcoin in Binance, or you can also use Coinbase if you wanted to. Once they process your Bitcoin in terms of taking it out of Watermine, you would come here, and like you can see, my wallet here says that I've got this balance of Bitcoin worth of Bitcoin, and if I wanted to, I can either just leave it in there, or I can actually sell it and get the money back into my bank account. Another thing you can do as a bonus for this video is that you can actually invest your Bitcoin in some other wallets like Celsius, whereby they would actually give you a return on your Bitcoin is about up to 7% worth of interest they will give you within a year. So that 7% is not monthly or daily or anything, it is yearly, up to 7%. So I've put a bit of Bitcoin in there, but I haven't been checking every day because it's not something I need right now. It's just something I want to put there and forget about it for now. So but if you wanted to have your cash back, best thing to do is take it back to Binance or Coinbase and then sell your Bitcoin from there. So I hope that is straightforward and useful for you. I've got my links down there, and also if you're a family or friend that I've told about Watermine and you've used it and you're getting results, I know most of you have because I've been calling and asking, leave us a comment below so that other people can know that it is real and it is working for other people as well. So we've spoken about the main way of earning cash with watermine. There's also another way you can earn money if you, like me, you will want to go down the referral route. But before we get into that, I would like you to check out my video on 5 apps that can put money back into your pocket. And also, if you want to save money for your kids, or you want to get cash back every time you shop in the shops, especially online, you want to check out my video on the difference between Top Cashback and Kickstart. Go and have a look at that. It's a very long video, but it's so insightful. The referral scheme here has to be the simplest, least complicated one I've seen so far. It's very, very basic. So all you have is 4 levels, and what you can get up to 20% from referrals. How it works is level 1, you tell someone you like watermine, you've used it, you tell someone about it, you will get 8% of whatever that person brings in. If that person tells somebody else, you will get 6% of what that person brings in. That person will get 8% of what they've told the person that they've referred. So it goes up to 2% like that. So the more people you tell, or the more it goes down the line, you will get 8%, next person gets 4%, next person gets 6%, and so on and so forth. It's very, very simple. But if you want to just make your money work for you, just stick to, just stick to your plan here where you've invested your money in there. But I'll tell you a little bit more about the company. They have over 75,000 members. They've got over $1 billion that has gone through the platform, and they've also paid out over $1 billion as well. At the moment, you've got over 4,871 visitors on their line, and it just started in August 2020. So like I said, have an investment mind. Don't put anything that you can't lose in terms of your money, and just invest wisely. Be a wise investor. But for me, this definitely works. And like I said earlier, any of my friends and family that I've referred this to that you've used and you know is working, please leave us a comment below so other people can see that you're real human beings and they actually do work. Don't leave a sister hanging out here. And if you haven't already, go ahead and use my Binance to register on Binance, and use my link on the watermine to register to watermine. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments below. If you want me to do another video on how to actually buy Bitcoin using Binance, I can do that for you as well. But if you have any questions, feel free to ask. Before we go, I would like to quickly answer some questions I've had people ask me quite frequently. Number 1 is that you cannot have multiple accounts on watermine. You can only have one account. If you're husband and wife, you can both have individual accounts. That's fine because you're an individual, but one person cannot have multiple accounts on watermine. Also, if you wanted your kids to go on it to have their own account, they would need to be 18 years old by the rules. They have to be legally of age for them to actually have an account as well. And I think another question I get quite often is, do you get charged? Watermine does not charge you to put money in or to take money out, but your wallet, which would be either Binance or Coinbase, will charge you for those kind of transactions going between Bitcoin and putting your money in there. They would normally charge you a small fee. So those are the questions that comes to mind now. But if you have any other questions, let me know in the comments below. If you've watched all the way to the end, thank you so much for watching. And I think there's some videos that you would like as well. Thank you, and see you there.